Our residents come from a number of different places. Some of them just arrive in town, get off the bus, look up and see the Kalamazoo Mission sign, and since they don't have anywhere to go, they come to us. Some of our residents may have gone through a tragedy where their home was caught on fire or something, they got burnt out and they needed somewhere to go. Some of them come out of prison and they need an address to parole to, and the parole board will allow them to come here. Others, the court system will want them to be involved with a substance abuse program, and since our discipleship programs do touch on substance abuse, they allow them to come here. And so from all those different walks of life, we do get our residents.
I found out about the mission about 2.5 years ago. I raised my daughter by myself, and I reached a point when she left home, and I just kind of fell. It was I was by myself. I was been divorced for 17 years, and ended up in the hospital, almost dead. And I was brought here by the hospital, and the mission took me in and got me back on my feet and reestablished me to myself. I mean, they did some really good things for me. They ended up being an employee of the mission for a while. I met another employee here, and her and I ended up getting married, but unfortunately it didn't work out. And over the last 1.5 years or so, since I've been separated from my wife, I did the same thing again, and I ended up having to come back here, and I just got into their program, which is an excellent program. It deals with learning about Christ, which I've always believed in Christ, but I always thought of myself as a person not worthy of Him. And they're teaching me different. They're showing me that that I am a good person, and that there is life out there for me. You know, when you fall, you fall. And it's just nice to know you got some place like the mission and people like Mike Brown and Kevin Munn, and to pick you up.
The 21st of May of last year, I asked the Lord, what could I do to serve Him for the rest of my life? And if there was anything that I could do, let me know, and that's what I would do. And this is where He led me. He led me here to the Kalamazoo Mission, and I've been here since then.
It wasn't really a choice, you know what I mean? It's more like I was forced to come here. I had no place to go. And like a lot of people here, there's a lot of drug addiction, a lot of alcoholism in my past. You know what I mean? I'm 18 years old, you know. I've done ruined my life so far. All I can do is hope for the best now, and that's what I've been doing since I since I've come here.
My life was up and down because of my drug-addicted personality. I would do good for a while, and then all of a sudden I'd get hung up in drugs and alcohol and women. More so drugs and women. And it would always be a downhill slant, you know. I've been in and out of the ministry for going on 11 years now, and now I'm more focused into it. I'm more obedient than I've ever been. And I asked for this. I asked to become more obedient and steadfast in the Lord, which I think is great. I think He's doing things in my life now that I couldn't do without Him. I couldn't.
I was in a few Grand Rapids programs, and it didn't work out too good for me and everything. I heard about Kalamazoo Mission program. They said it was pretty good, and I thought maybe I need to get away from the environment in Grand Rapids, get over here where I don't know nobody at, and stuff and things. Maybe things would work out for me and everything. So I just volunteer every day until I get in the program. I work here in the mornings, then I go over to the thrift store and work for them. It's their store too, you know. Just keep myself busy and everything, you know. But at the moment, in time, I'm not even thinking about relapsing. I have messed with drugs all my life, you know. Different kind of cocaines and drinking and stuff, you know. Chemicals and stuff, you know. So I just had enough, you know. I want to be done with this thing. I want to get healed and be done with it, so I can go on with my life, you know.
They give you, 3 meals a day, roof over your head. But I don't know. The way I got here is my drug addiction, my alcoholism. I'm an alcoholic. I'm 18 years old, not even old enough to buy alcohol, and I'm an alcoholic. I had to go to AA meetings. I still want to go out and get drunk, but I just can't, man. I got too much right now to lose.
We've recently embarked upon a $3.5 million facility. It's going to house on the first floor our men's shelter, men's 10 to 6 program, and it'll have a multi-purpose room for the purpose of chapel services and things like that. Second floor will house the men's discipleship program, and that should have a minimum of 43 beds in it. They're presently tearing down the old Proco sound building, and as soon as that building is torn down, we hope to begin construction on a new facility.
For God loved his son, you know, he gave his son, you know. What's this, John, 3:16?
All the Proverbs. The reason that is because it's like poetry, you know what I mean? It's like, when you read it, you can whatever verse it is, whatever chapter you're reading, no matter what you're feeling or what your problem is, it relates somehow, some way. It always does.
As a matter of fact, I have a number of them, but the one I really like the most is I like Ephesians, chapter 6, starting at verse 10. Be strong in the Lord and the power of His might. Actually put on the whole armor of God is what he's talking about, and he tells us the things that we have to do to withstand in the evil day, because the truth and the fact of the matter is that we are in a spiritual battle. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We do not deal with flesh and blood, but with principalities, rulers of darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places.
I'm really new into the Bible as far as verses go. I am what they call in the reserve dorm, and I'm just starting to learn it. There's a lot of verses. My memory is not real well. I was drinking for a lot of years. My memory is bad, and I'm the kind of person that takes more time. I can read a verse, relate to it. It's like names of people. I'll remember, you'll say, "Hi, my name is Bill," and an hour later I'll be like, "Doggone, what is his name?" Now, what I'm learning in the Bible is it's fascinating. The stories of Samuel and all these guys, King David. You're learning about where they came from. Some of those guys, Paul was a murderer. He killed Christians, and he became a disciple to Jesus. Those are the things that I'm remembering at this point. When they put me in front of crowds and memorize me verses, I'm going to have problems, but I'll deal with it at that point. But I'm just learning. I'm new, so. But I'm from Jackson, Michigan. Originally came here in 1972 to go to Western. I'm a graduate. I have a degree in business management. So it just goes to show you, I come from a money family. It just goes to show you that anybody can, they shouldn't be ashamed of if they fall, because people with money, people without money, they all fall. They can fall. They don't all, but it's there. They all can do it, and they shouldn't be ashamed. I'm not anymore.
Yeah, I like it, man. I had been to Kalamazoo before, years ago. Coming over with some friends, boozing, stuff like that, looking for girls, different clubs to go out in and stuff, But I hadn't been in years, everything. I like Kalamazoo, you know. I think I'm really gonna make it all the way this time, you know, in the program, you know.
You know, they don't hold it against you. They don't look down at you. They know what it's like, and it's been a good thing coming here. And it's been good for me. It's good for my brothers in the program, and can't say any more. The mission's a good place.
I don't like the mission, no. I don't think anyone here does. The only reason a person could like a facility like this, would have to be if they didn't have anything else better before. Now, see, I've had better. I've done better. And, come on. When you see these people out here, I'm not trying to be, look down on anybody, because, I don't want to judge anybody, but, there's people here that are capable of so much more. There's people here that are capable of so much more, and they have so much more knowledge than what they show, but they would rather do their drugs, drink their booze, and not have to worry about nothing, other than where they're going to sleep. And that's what they got here, most of them. But then there are some that do get out and get up every morning, they shower up and they go to work, or they try to find a job, That's where I'm at right now, just trying to find a job. Actually, I worked today, made a little bit of money. A little odd job, and I go back tomorrow, so that kind of made me feel good. And, but other than that, I don't think anybody likes the mission. I come from a pretty decent, living style, I had money all the time. I had whatever I wanted, pretty much. I drove all the time. I didn't even have a license, man. I got cars. My grandparents would buy me cars. I was drinking and driving when I was 14 years old. Then when I finally did get my license, you all know I lost them a week later. That's about as lucky as you can get, I guess, man. But no one likes this mission, man. I don't like it. I don't like being here. I hate being here. I really do.
I enjoy some of the things here. I don't agree with everything, but then too, I'm here to learn obedience, and that's a part of growing in the Lord, is to be acceptable to things, because everything is not going to be comfortable.
Oh yeah, I got high hopes, and I know I'm gonna have to make it this time. I'm getting too old. Keep running at these programs, spend all my life, I'll be 53 years old this year. I made it in my mind that I want to make this one work.